Hello, my Geminians. This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot. How are you? Thank you for joining me again. I do apologize that this reading is up late, your general reading. But if you listen to the love reading, I think you probably would have heard me tell you that 20 minutes into the general reading, my video cut out. And after preparing and uploading 23 readings, I thought, okay, I need a break. I'm sorry about that, but I'm bringing you your reading now, okay? So I'm going to do a short summary of, very condensed summary of the astrological influences that will be affecting you particularly. So the big deal right now everyone's talking about is Uranus. Uranus is moving signs after 7 years. It's been in Aries. And it's moving into Taurus. Now, Uranus is a planet that brings a lot of very unpredictable energy. There can be things that just happen out of the blue. You don't see it coming, okay? And they can be, you know, surprises that just pull the rug out from under your feet if it's negatively aspected, okay? Like, for example, with Mars. If it was negatively aspected with Mars, you might start to see a lot of civil wars break out and that type of thing, which we have seen over the past few years globally, okay? But now, Uranus is moving into Taurus. Now Taurus is an earth element, so it will be moving in the middle of May. So it's moving into Taurus, which is good because the earth element will sort of ground Uranus. It will balance it out. So hopefully a lot of those surprises, still going to be unpredictable, mind you, but hopefully a lot of those surprises now will be pleasant surprises. You know, some of those surprises like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. That was like a miracle. You know, I'm so blessed. You know, so hopefully we'll be seeing more of those sort of surprises, okay? And now Uranus stays in a sign for 7 years, okay? So it's going to be in Taurus, but it's going to change. It was in your Gemini, it was in your house, your 11th house, okay, and it's moving out. It was in your 11th house and it's moving out of your 11th house now. But your 11th house was about friends and groups and your communities, you know, maybe your tribe, groups you belong to or networks you belong to, friends, that type of thing. So when it was in Aries, you may have experienced, because Aries is a sign of about really expressing yourself, whether it be positively or negatively. In Aries, it's asserting that I am. So you may have found previously that you've been confronted with people in your tribe, your groups, your communities, where people have been expressing, really asserting their personal power, maybe either in a positive way or a negative way, okay? Now, also, would someone be so kind as to timestamp when the actual tarot reading portion starts in the comments below? I'd appreciate that. So I'll try not to waffle on for too long. But anyway, Gemini, so Uranus was in your 11th house, and in the middle of May, it's going to move into your 12th house. And you will have a lot of planets moving into your 12th house, a lot of aspects, planetary aspects in your 12th house. So out of all the houses I could talk about, the take home really is your 12th house, because this is a house of spirituality. It's a house of reflection, of peace, metaphysics, of, you know, nature, connecting with nature. You may even feel like you want to journal, and your intuition should be very sharp once it moves into your 12th house. So definitely, I know it's your birthday month this month, so definitely in the first couple of weeks of May, you may feel that you want to sort of retreat a little bit and be a bit more quiet and be more introspective. And this is a good time. And also the 12th house also speaks to karma and your shadow side. So this will be a good time to sort of take a step back from the hustle and bustle and all the excitement, and to retreat sort of, you know, into more quieter exercises or environments where you can really connect with yourself on a deeper level and with your spirituality. And if there has been anything in the past that you've experienced that you need to heal from, or reevaluate, this would be a good time to do it, you know, before your birthday month, you know, the time of your birthday comes, which is the 3rd week of May, when then you'll want to be out and about celebrating your birthday and socializing again. And the reason why this is important for you, Gemini, is because Gemini is an air element, and the air element is about how we process things mentally. So Gemini tends to like to see everything through a mental lens. So this definitely is a time for you to connect spiritually and emotionally to these situations where you may have just mentally processed, and this will help you really heal on a very deep level from some of those things that you may not have addressed emotionally or spiritually. You may have just logically navigated your way through the situation without actually emotionally connecting to the situation, so you can heal on a deeper level. Okay, so your 12th house, your house of spirituality, will be very important in the next years, next months and years to come. Okay, and in the middle of the month, you may also find yourself wanting to travel. You may be studying, you may have written something that you want to publish. Okay, and then around the 3rd week of the month, it's going to be a time of when Venus goes into Gemini. It's going to be, because Venus is a planet of beauty and grace and self-love and self-care. So around about that time, you'll want to be showing yourself some self-love and being kind to yourself, and, you know, really connecting to your self-worth, okay, and pampering yourself. And around about your birthday time now, you really will be popular and center of attention, and so you should be. It's going to be your birthday, you guys. Awesome. And then also around the third week to the end of the month, you know, work's going to be looking good, money's going to be looking good. You know, you might be looking more about your health, into your health and that type of thing. And at the end of the month, we have a full moon in Sagittarius in your 7th house of relationships. So around this time, you may be finding that you're completing a cycle in some of your relationships. You may be getting ready to start a new cycle in a new relationship, or a new cycle in a current relationship. And if it is a new cycle in a current relationship, you may find that you really connect more deeply with that person, whoever it is. Doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, on a more deeper level. Okay, but definitely this time, with all these planets in your 12th house, is definitely calling you to rely more on your emotions, your spirituality, and your intuition. Trust your intuition, trust those gut hunches, okay? And how you express yourself in the world, you know, expressing your whole self, not just part of yourself, your public self, but also the shadow side that you may have kept very, very private. So the spiritual work that you're going to do, the meditation, walking in nature, you know, those quiet reflective times will help you. It's going to be all encompassing, where you bring your shadow self and find equilibrium in it so that you can express your whole self more fully and feel more comfortable doing that, because now you would have taken time to connect with your shadow self and heal that side of yourself. Okay. All right, yeah, and that would be very empowering. So let's start the reading, Gemini. The tarot part of your reading. Okay. So what am I doing? Celtic cross. Okay, so this is a general reading for my Geminians, sun, moon and rising signs. And if you don't know your natal chart, you can go on any astrology website and you can generate a natal chart that would show you and tell you what other planets are influencing your life. Okay. Oh, you're starting out with the Ace of Wands. Great. That's rejuvenation, a new possible new opportunity coming in, the reviving and the rejuvenation of something. Okay. Oh, the Hermit. What was I saying? Yeah, the Hermit. This is you reflecting, going into a quiet place, peaceful place, and really connecting with yourself and your spirit and your higher self. Okay. Oh, and with the Ace of Wands, awesome. Awesome. You're going to be rejuvenating your spirit, Gemini. Oops. Awesome. And didn't I just say that earlier on? Okay. And in your foundation, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Five of Pentacles upright. So it looks as though you had many opportunities. You may have felt a little bit confused of which opportunity to choose, but now you're going to narrow down your opportunities. And that came out with the Five of Pentacles. So you were feeling a sense of loss. Okay. You were feeling rejected. Kind of out in the cold a little bit. That's in your foundation currently. But you have the Ace of Wands in the center of your reading with the Hermit. So you will be reviving your spirit, your body. You're going to feel inspired. Once you take a little step back and go into seclusion. Okay. So you have the Two of Wands in your recent past. So you're confused at what path to take. You're standing in front of two paths. And you're thinking, oh, what path should I take? Should I take the left path or the right path? That was in your recent past, Gemini. And crowning you, you have the Three of Cups in reverse. So it could be that you will be taking a break from socializing, partying for a little while. Probably the first 2 or 3 weeks of May, so that you can get ready for your birthday season. Yes. So you're going to take a step back of quiet contemplation and revive your spirit. And you're going to be so inspired when you come out of that. You're going to be shining a light on those parts of yourself and your life that need spiritual illumination. Oh my God. I'm so feeling these cards as they're coming out. And then in your near future, you have the Two of Pentacles. So where before you said, oh, I don't know. Should I go left? Should I go right? Should I do this? Should I do that? I'm juggling this I'm juggling with that. Okay, in the near future, you're going to make a decision. You have it here with the Seven of Cups in reverse. You have it here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, where after you come out of this time of spiritual rejuvenation, however you decide to do that, then you're going to be ready to really make concrete decisions as it pertains to your foundation, your material foundation, your health. Okay, so here we have the Queen of Cups in reverse is how you see yourself. So the Queen of Cups, that is the element of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It's a water element. So this is the way you're seeing yourself. You're seeing yourself, I don't know if you're a little bit depressed or you're feeling taken for granted. Maybe feeling rejected with the Five of Pentacles upright. A Gemini, you're feeling a little emotionally out of sorts, okay? Okay, Spirit, please give me a card for Gemini's environment. There you go. So in your environment, you have the King of Swords. So this is someone that's pragmatic. It's someone that's intellectual. This could be your card too, because this is the only this is the only air sign card that has come up. And Gemini, air represents your sign. Okay, so this could be you, or it could be someone you're dealing with in your environment. But this can also be anything to do with intellectual pursuits, pragmatically and intellectually solving problems, or not problems, but you could be planning. Okay, these two came out. So then now we have the Hierophant in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is in your hopes and fears. The Hierophant can mean a lot of different things, okay? But because you have the Hermit, the spiritual card here, I would say that usually the Hierophant upright is tradition, culture. It's following the norms and the status quo. And it can be spiritual teachings. It can be a church. It can be a spiritual organization or a spiritual doctrine. But it's in reverse. And because you have the Hermit here in the center of your reading, I do believe that a fear or a challenge for you is going to be to follow what feels right to you, a spiritual path that feels right to you, Gemini. And it may not necessarily be the way of the status quo, or it may not be the same type of spiritual path that most people around you follow. So the Hierophant in reverse can mean someone that's basically stepping away from the norm, stepping away from tradition, and basically dancing to the drum of their own tune and following their own heart of what type of spiritual path is true for them. And then you have that with the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who probably doesn't feel comfortable doing that, because a certain spiritual path may have been your foundation for a very long time. It may have been the foundation of your family, or you know, or what you grew up with, or what you grew up around, your spiritual foundation. And you're afraid that it's going to rock the foundation that you've known all these years. Okay? And also the King of Pentacles in reverse can also be an older person, a more mature person. This can be someone at your job, it can be a supervisor, it can be an authority figure, it can also be a father figure, okay, in reverse. So you may also be afraid of maybe the choice that you make may upset somebody, okay? Or it may upset your material foundation, or the foundation of what you value, okay? Of what's valuable to you. So the Hierophant, that can also be a Taurian. You've got King of Pentacles, that's Capricorn. You've got two earth signs there, Capricorn. Actually, you have a lot of earth in here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You've got fire in here, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And you have the water signs. Oh, the Magician. What a beautiful card to end with. Oh my days. Okay. So you're ending with the Magician card. So this is someone who is going to take the initiative and create the life that they desire and follow the path that they desire. And this Magician knows how to do this. They have faith that they know, you know, it's as above, so below. This Magician has mastered how to connect with spirit, the intangible, and make their dreams tangible in the physical world. Okay, Gemini, so that's you. Oh, what beautiful cards. However, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So it looks as though you may be waiting for a communication to come in that may be delayed, or something, or you may be delaying some action that you need to take. There may be some delay in that, okay? And it may have something to do with money. Oh, yeah, it has something to do with money. It has something to do with your material foundation. Or if there's something, there may be a job, or a school grant, educational grant, or some type of money or something that you're waiting for to come in, that there may be a delay, okay? And it may stop you from moving forward or taking action to move forward, okay? It's not going to stop you, but there may be a delay in whatever communication you're waiting for that has something to do with a job offer, some type of income, some type of grant, stipend, educational loan, real estate, sale of real estate, something like that, okay? So I didn't show these cards to you. So that was the Ace of Wands in the center if you're reading, rejuvenation, the Hermit, rejuvenation of your spirit, okay? Feeling inspired. And then in your foundation, you had the Seven of Cups, where you were confused, but you're not confused anymore. You were feeling left out in the cold. You were feeling rejected. Okay, but now you're going to make a decision. In your recent past, you had the Two of Wands in reverse, where you are standing at a junction of two paths and you're not sure which path to take. Crowning you, you have the Three of Cups. So it looks as though you are going to retreat for a little while, maybe the first 2-3 weeks of May. You're going to retreat and maybe be a little bit more reflective, more reclusive. Not because you don't want to be around people, but you really want to really connect with your spirit and rejuvenate your spirit and your emotions, okay, and heal from whatever you need healing from. The Two of Pentacles in the near future is someone that wasn't sure, they didn't know what to do, but they know what to do now and they know what path to take. And then you see yourself as a Queen of Cups, someone that's taken for granted, rejected. You might be a little bit depressed. In your environment, you have the King of Swords, but this could be you, or it could be someone around you. This also could be an advisor, like an educational advisor, a counselor, a lawyer, okay? Together with the Hierophant, this could be an educational institution. This is someone who is, and this can also be you, Gemini, that you are taking on this energy, mature energy of really planning and thinking things through. Okay, and then we had the Hierophant in reverse with the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is another either organization or spiritual card, status quo in reverse. So it looks as though whatever decision you make, you're not going to go with the status quo with regard to making decisions about your spiritual path, and also maybe something to do with your career or how you earn your money. And the outcome is you're going to step into your power and you're going to create what you desire in the world. Okay, so beautiful cards. So okay, which one should I do first? Let's start with the Ace. I'm going to confirm the Ace of Wands. And by the way, if this video cuts out, and it usually will cut out at about 35 minutes, there will be a part 2, okay? Because my cell phone does not appreciate if I try to record too much longer than 30 minutes, okay? So please look for a part 2. And if you don't see the part 2 trending, just go and pull it from my video library. Oh yeah, you've got the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so yeah. So whatever is around you that had been stifling you expressing who you really are, expressing that inspirational, motivational, your personal spirit, your personal sense of empowerment, of expressing yourself in the world of who you are, anything that was making you feel restricted or was too rigid or inflexible, it looks as though you're going to break out of that, okay? Oh, yes, indeed. You have the Sun clarifying the Hermit. Really, Gemini? Are you serious right now? You may, when you come out of meditation, you may find your spiritual calling and your spiritual purpose. Something that you've been needing to know, or something that puzzled you, that was in the dark for you, that you just couldn't comprehend, you know, whatever it was, some information. When you come out of meditation and journaling and walking in the parks and doing whatever it is you need to do, right? Whatever it was you're seeking is going to be illuminated. Okay? This is beautiful, beautiful card. And this Sun card is also showing you you're on the right path. Do not second guess yourself. Okay? Especially when it comes to your spirituality, don't second guess yourself. Beautiful card. I don't even want to confirm these cards too much before any negative cards start jumping out of here. Okay, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so Gemini, this is in the near future. So Gemini now knows what direction and what path they want to take. Okay. You know what direction and path you want to take, but be careful of being all up in your head and frightening yourself to death over nothing. This decision that you're going to make might be a little bit, you might feel it might feel a little intimidating and scary, and it might keep you up having sleepless nights. But trust in spirit, trust in God, trust in your angels and your guides. You do not need to be afraid, okay? Because you are being divinely guided, Gemini. You're protected and you're divinely guided. So don't second guess yourself, okay? Alright, so why is Gemini feeling like the Queen of Cups in reverse? feeling dejected, rejected, emotionally a little out of sorts. Why is Gemini feeling like this, Spirit? Oh, okay. I'm through. I'm too through. These, oh gosh. Spirit and the divine is all over these cards. Gemini, you are feeling this way because you are not allowing your heart to heal. When this card is let me see. I don't know, because usually in the Rider-Waite deck, when this card is upright, someone is suffering a lot of emotional pain. But you see, in this deck, the heart is bandaged and healing and the swords are dropping out. Okay? But in reverse, for this deck, now in the Rider-Waite deck, the Three of Swords in reverse is good. It means that you're healing. Your heart is healing. But I don't know, I just got an intuitive message. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with the message that Spirit is giving me. You need to get out of your head. Get out of your head and stop processing everything. It's good to process things mentally, but if you want to heal, Gemini, if you want your emotions to heal, and for you to be able to express the best version of yourself, you must allow yourself to connect to your emotions and to Spirit so that God can heal your heart, okay? Why is this Three of Cups in reverse? Three of Cups is in reverse, and this could be in your head too, because it's crowning you, where Gemini, you may already be thinking that there may be some friends you want to cut off, especially with the King of Swords. There may be some friends you want to cut off. You may just want to reduce your partying, not partying, but socializing. Yeah, because you feel that some of your friends, there is not an even give and take with some of your friendships, where you feel that some of your friendships are out of balance, where you're putting in more work, not more work, you're putting more, investing more into the friendship than they are in return to you. And Gemini, you're about to cut them loose. Okay? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to clarify any more cards. I think that this reading is very, very clear. Very, very clear. You're going to go into meditation. You're going to connect with Spirit. You're going to connect with God. You're going to connect with your higher self. And you are going to come out of that smelling like roses. You're going to come out of that feeling so bountiful, so illuminated, so you, being able to express the full you and the fullness of who you are. Oh man, I feel like preaching right now, Gemini. I'm feeling Spirit all over your reading. It's so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm not clarifying any more cards here. Okay. Yeah, it looks as though you were holding on to something really, really tight that you didn't want to let go of. You're afraid of change, okay? Just holding on to the same way of thinking, holding on to whatever it was you're holding on to that you're afraid of releasing. But you're going to be shedding light on that situation. It's going to heal, and you won't feel that whatever it is that you've been clutching onto for dear life, you don't need to clutch onto that anymore. And then when you do that, here we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, delay. But when you do that, the Eight of Wands is upright. Then you're going to be moving forward. The messages and everything's going to be what you've been waiting for is going to come coming in. the messages you've been waiting for, that energy, you know. And this may even be Cupid's arrow. Once you've gone through your self-reflection and you're allowing get out of your head and allow yourself to heal, Cupid's arrow may just hit you, not in the butt, but maybe in your heart. Okay, Gemini? All right, so definitely use these first 2 or 3 weeks of May before your birthday time comes in to work on yourself. You have to do the work, you know. Allow yourself to be with you, you know, in your innermost, most private parts, not just the external and the superficial. Okay, so let me pull I don't know if we've gone into a part 2 yet, but let me pull the Oracle spiritual card for you and see what guidance Spirit has for you. Journey. Wow, I don't think I've ever pulled this card before. Journey. Wow, now what type of journey could Gemini be going on? I wonder if it's a spiritual journey that you're going on. You may even be going on a physical journey. Who knows? You may be going on both. No, God is unlimited. The universe is unlimited when you believe, you know. So let's see, what does the journey say? I do hope this is one video and not 2. Okay. Ooh, Lord have mercy. This card means movement, which is what we saw with the wands, the 8 of wands. Movement. So this could be just energy. Your energy is not stagnant anymore. It's moving. It's vibrant. It's about to take action. Okay, or it on your behalf. Okay. Or it can mean relocation, or like I said before, it can mean travel. It can mean a spiritual journey, a physical journey, or both. Okay, so let me read what it says to you, Gemini, from the book. Pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, or class, or even a work-related trip. It could also signal a move of residence or a job relocation. The upright position indicates that the plan should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. Okay, this is where your pragmatic intellectual prowess should be used, not to cover up your emotions or to cover up any pain that has been suppressed, but use a Geminian intellectual abilities to plan your next steps in your life, you know. Make sure, you know, you're not just jumping from one thing to